All right, we are back with Guardians hockey. Algren wins the faceoff, back to defense. He moves it over to Simonson. Simonson moves it up to Lynette. Lynette's not able to hold on to it. It kicks back to Simonson. Simonson battling, trying to get possession. Guardians trying to get it out of their zone. Algren picks it up. He starts to skate it through the neutral zone. He's taken down. Goes back to Higgy. Higgy has to regroup. He moves it up to O'Brien. O'Brien trying to get possession. Unable. Algren with it. Tries to throw it out of the zone. O'Brien battling, trying to get it out, but they're able to hold the zone. Puck now goes in deep. Higgy to retrieve. He circles back. He comes up. Now he's skating through the middle of the ice, outside of the zone, through the neutral zone. He's going to the outside. He's got Lynette on the far side. He's got taken down for a trip. That's going to be a penalty. Goalie comes off the ice. Guardians with a man advantage now. And that's going to be touched up for the whistle. Guardians take the draw, tries to get on shot, not able to connect. He comes around, he passes it out to Cronlin. Cronlin moves it over to Morbacek. Morbacek moves it up to Katava. Katava now trying to get it. Campbell now with the puck. He's got a lane in that. Takes a shot. Goal! That's a goal by Campbell. Katava moves it over. And Campbell able to take that puck, put it behind the goaltender for a 1-0 lead for the Guardians. Guardians able to capitalize on that man advantage. Now they come into center ice for faceoff. Guardians win it back to Morbacek. Morbacek tries to move it up to Campbell, and the puck gets thrown back in their own zone. Cronlin now with the puck. He tries to get at the bar. That goes through. Puck's coming all the way down. Honeybaked now moving through. That's taken away. Bar trying to get to it. They dump it down deep in the zone. Morbacek now behind the net with the puck. Battling down the corner. Morbacek now starts to go the other way. That's kicked out in front of the net. They backhand it. That goes outside of the goal, out in front of the net, and then pushed out to the side. Barr now takes it as he's leaving the zone. He's going up the near side and dumps it down in the zone. Goes for a line change. Honeybaked now retrieving it behind their net. They start to come out. They pass it cross ice. That's tried to be taken out by Algren. They try to go to the net. That's poked away. Now Guardians taking it away from the top of the zone. O'Brien with the puck going up the near side here. He tries to cut back to the net, but that's kicked away by the goaltender. Algren then retrieves the puck. Passes it down to Simonson. Simonson has room to walk. Takes a shot. That's blocked. Algren now tries to get it to the net. That's in front of the net. Almost sneaks by the goaltender. Guardians now pick it up. Pass it down to Simonson. Simonson then pinches, trying to hold his own. That comes out. Honeybaked now coming down the other way. Defense does a good job. That kick saved by Wall. Guardians now trying to get it out of their zone. Honeybaked able to hold it. Defense throws it back down deep. That's intercepted. Now battling right there on the blue line. Higgy now with the puck. He presses it up to Amos. Amos trying to poke it ahead. But Honeybaked able to... Oh, that's poked away by Algren. Algren holds it. Now Honeybaked gets it out of the zone and goes cross ice. That's picked up by Cronlin. Cronlin now is middle of the ice. Has a lane. Goes wide. Has it. Circles back. Tries to throw it out to the fence, but they're making a line change. Now Honeybaked coming back the other way. Morbacek pushing him to the outside. He comes around, takes a shot, and that's sealed up by Wall. The Guardians got caught at a defensive line change there, and Honeybaked was able to take it to the net, but Wall able to seal up that side. Face off now down in the Guardian zone. Honeybaked wins that, comes back D. They take a shot. That's blocked. Now down in the far corner. They try to center. That's pushed out. Morbacek then tries to throw it around the net. Now battling. Honeybaked pushing it in. Now picked up by O'Brien. O'Brien starts to lead the zone. He's got Lynette on the far side. He tries to get it around. Pushes it up to Lynette. Lynette trying to get it down deep, battling. Honeybaked comes out with it. Honeybaked's able to get it out of the zone, but then lose the puck. Lynette turns around, tries to dump it in deep, but it comes back out of the zone. Conlon then steps up, pushes it back up the wall. Battling now on the far side wall. Almost too many men on the ice for Honeybaked, but they're able to throw it down. And it's picked up by Morvacek. Morvacek now starts to skate up the ice. He passes it up to Lynette. Lynette now moving through. He passes it over to Campbell. Campbell then dumps it in, goes for a line change. Honeybaked now behind their own net. Well, Guardians are changing. Honeybaked now starting to skate out. Algram in pursuit, and they're dumping in down deep. We got a whistle. Face-off goes to Honeybaked. They try to shoot on net, but that goes wide. Picked up by Simonson behind the net. He comes around. Tries to get it to Algram, but unable to connect. Puck's now bouncing around. Able to leave the zone. Algram getting out. Barr coming with him. Barr's trying to battle down in here in the corner. It comes back to defense. Defense passes it up to Campbell. Campbell's taken down from behind. No call. Defense able to break that up. Algram now passes it over the sidewall. Barr's over to retrieve. He picks it up. He gets it over to Higgy. Higgy then moves it up the ice. Just unable to connect. Picked up by Honeybaked. They dump it all the way down, and that's going to be icing. Taba in to take the draw. That goes to Campbell. Campbell now has a lane in the net. Tries to push it over the middle, but that's kicked out. Taba backhands, bail in front of the net. Goalie's able to get that into his glove for a whistle. Taba in to take the draw again. He tries to get that over to Campbell. Campbell now battling down the corner. Honeybaked able to come out of the zone. Conlon now picks it up, throws it up the boards. And that's picked up. That's a trip by Honeybaked. That's going to be a whistle. Guardians will now go on another power play. Looking to take a 2-goal advantage. Utilize the extra man on the ice. Oh, you're good. Algram pushes that puck forward. And now skates around to the net. He gets his stick lifted, trying to hold on to it. Puck goes down in the far corner. Algram in battling for it. So that pushes out to Morvacek. He tries to get it over to the other D, but that's intercepted by Honeybaked. Honeybaked now coming through the neutral zone. He cuts back, takes a shot. That's kicked to the side by Wall. So that moves up. O'Brien moves around one guy. He gets a stick lifted. Puck comes back down the other way. Now Algram with the puck. He's skating it into the zone. He's got O'Brien coming up with him. He takes a hard shot from the corner. And that goes all the way around to Conlon at D. Conlon then pushes it back down to Lynette. Lynette to O'Brien. O'Brien in front of the net. That's pushed away by Honeybaked. Now Lynette with the puck. He circles around, pushes it into the middle, but no one's there. Honeybaked able to clear the zone, get it all the way down. That's going to be an icing. .26 seconds left on the Guardians' power play. Face-off's going to be in Honeybaked's zone. Tava in, take the draw. He tries to push that back to Barr. That comes out to the point. point, then throws it to Barr. Barr goes back to Higgy. Higgy walks in. Higgy takes a shot. That's comes through. Battle in front of the net, trying to push it in. The Honeybaked able to push it out. Now Campbell with the puck. He's in the corner, trying to make some space. Catawba comes in to help. Now puck is thrown behind the net, and it's thrown around to Higgy. Higgy takes a shot. That's blocked by Honeybaked. Higgy now throws it back in the zone. Now Higgy with the puck. He circles around. He's trying to move it up out of the zone. Just gets it out. Now Honeybaked coming down into the zone. They got 3 guys with him. That's poked away. Now O'Brien with the puck. He's got Barr on the far side, but he's taken up. Puck's intercepted. Barr's trying to get back to it. Now Honeybaked takes a backhand, but that's broken up by Cronlund. Moravicek now picks it up in the corner, starts to skate it up the ice. He's trying to move it. But able. Now puck's down behind the Guardians net. Picked up by Cronlund. Cronlund battling. Algrim in, trying to help out. Still battling for that puck. Puck now pushes behind the net. Algrim kicks it up to himself. He has a stick knocked out of his hand. Passes it up to Barr. Barr does then take it out. They get a shot on net, and that goes over the glove of Wall for a goal for Honeybaked. Face-offs won by Guardians. O'Brien now with the puck. He gets it in down deep. Pushes it around the net. Honeybaked now in the corner with the puck. He throws in the middle. That's intercepted. That goes out to Moravicek. Moravicek then dumps it in down deep. That comes back to Moravicek. Moravicek has some space. He moves it over to Cronlund. Cronlund then moves it over to O'Brien. O'Brien down in the corner. Battling with Honeybaked. Honeybaked's with the puck, trying to skate it out of their zone, but they're quickly taken down by the Guardians. That's pushed out. Guardians unable to hold the zone. Moravicek now with the puck. He moves it over to the far side of the ice. Amos then tries to pick it up. Cronlund then throws it, but unable to get it out. Guardians flip it off the boards. Now Cronlund with the puck. He passes it up to O'Brien. O'Brien then passes up to Algrim. He's unable to hold on to it. Puck slides down the zone. Goalie's playing it to himself. Throws it in front of his own net. Puck's still loose. So O'Brien's able to poke that puck away, and they throw it. Moravicek tries to hold the zone, but ain't able. Then Cronlund throws it up into the middle of the ice, and Honeybaked now coming through the neutral zone. So he's got room to the outside. He cuts back to the middle, and that's intercepted by O'Brien. O'Brien now skating it through the neutral zone. He goes to the far side. He's got Catawba with him. He takes a shot. That goes off the side of the net. Catawba then picks it up, tries to circle back, looking for an outlet, but he's taken down. Honeybaked now coming back the other way. Defense tries to push him out, and he goes down into the corner. Cronlund now with the puck. He starts to move it up. He's looking cross ice, and that's going to be offsides. Catawba in to take the draw. Honeybaked wins that back to their D as they start to push it in low. Simonson then moves it over to Higgy. Higgy moves it up to Campbell. Campbell then tries to push it in, but it's thrown back up the boards by Honeybaked. Lynette's able to pick it up, trying to push it around the defense. Able to get ahead of him. Now he wins that puck race into the corner. He gets it, he throws it in the middle, but no one's there. But that puck comes all the way through, back out in the neutral zone. Guardians must regroup. Algrim now with the puck. He goes wide. He comes in. He's got a guy with him. He takes a shot, but it hits a stick. Isn't able to get much on it. Now Lynette circles back, picks it up, but that's poked away by Honeybaked. Honeybaked then throws it up to their centerman, but that's quickly taken away by Simonson. Simonson now skating it up the ice. He goes around one guy, takes a shot. That's pushed away by the goaltender. Honeybaked then throws up the boards to Higgy. Higgy throws it back in. That puck's deflected, goes back into the corner. Now Honeybaked throws it up the wall, and that's to be able to held in by Hagee. Hagee moves it up to Algram. Algram now with the puck, trying to get it into the middle. Deep centers it. That goes out in front. Now to Campbell. He takes a shot. That's deflected off a skate and down into the far corner. Algram now with the puck. He loses it and comes back the other way. Hagee able to hold the zone. Still battling on the blue line to hold that zone. Honeybake's able to push it out. That puck comes out, and Morbacek steps up. He's now skating it into the zone. He pushes the outside, takes a shot. That's blocked away by the goaltender. Honeybaked now moving it up the near wall. Guardians trying to hold the zone. That's pushed into the middle. O'Brien takes a shot. Sorry, that was Campbell. Nope, that was O'Brien. And goaltender able to seal that one up. Guardians win the face-off. Simonson, all of them with the puck. He passes over D. That's a shot on net. Goaltender's able to scramble front. Puck's loose. Now to Algram. Algram cuts back. He's looking for a man. He passes it up to O'Brien. O'Brien not able to hold on to it. Now Honeybaked starts to skate it out of their zone. Morbacek unable to stop him. He gets around. They're now going to the net. Takes a shot. And that's a goal. Honeybaked able to push around the defense, get the lane to the net, and able to beat Wall on the near side post. Honeybaked now going behind their net. Amos trying to get him. That puck's in front, trying to get it through, unable to. Now it's under the far corner. Guardians battle. Hagee trying to hold his own, but he goes down. Honeybaked now going the other way. He's got a man to the far side, gets it over. He's unable to hold on to it. Puck goes down into the near corner. Guardians battling down in the corner, trying to get possession of that puck. Defense able to break that centering pass. Now Guardians start to come the other way. He's looking cross ice to Amos. Amos unable to hold on to it, but still able to go to it. He gets puck. They both go down. Battling down in the near corner here. Honeybaked now starts to come the other way, but that's broken up by Campbell. Campbell then gets the puck, but Honeybaked throws it, and that's going to be an icing. Face-off's drawn to the sidewall. Guardians skate past the puck, and Honeybaked comes out of their zone. They're now moving up through the neutral zone. They're taking it to the far side. Cronlund bumps into him. He goes down. That's intercepted in front of the net by Morbacek. Morbacek then tries to set up the boards, unable. Puck comes back behind the net, picked up by Cronlund. Cronlund now circling around, starts to skate it up the ice. He passes it up to Algram. Algram unable to hold. That kicks back to Cronlund. Cronlund then passes it over to Lynette. Lynette then throws it up the ice. Ref calls off icing. That's the end of the period. Honeybaked now with the puck. They throw it in behind the Guardians' net. Kicked over to the wall. O'Brien trying to get control. Stronlin then throws it out in front of his net, or gets it out of the front of the net. And it's picked up by Algram. Algram now pushed off the puck and goes back the other way for Honeybaked. They push it around our guy. Both these guys are taken down. Stronlin now at the puck. He passes cross ice up to Algram. Algram now in the middle of the ice, trying to get to the outside, unable to do so. That comes back. Morbacek able to hold his own and throw it in down deep. O'Brien down in the far corner. He throws it up to Barr. Barr then gets taken down and able to poke that puck back into the zone. And we're going to have a body checking penalty. Looks like that's going to be on Honeybaked, so we're going to have a power play for the Guardians. Guardians on the man advantage. Tava in to take the draw. That's won by Campbell and takes a shot. That's kicked away by the goaltender. Now Barr hustling down in the corner, trying to get that puck. He moves it up to, but that's intercepted. Now Honeybaked coming back the other way. They start to move to the outside, tries to cut back to the middle, and that's broken up by Higgy. Guardians now take it behind the net, and they try to get it up to Campbell. Campbell's battling, passes it up to Barr. Barr now has one guy to beat. He's starting to go into the net. He goes down on one knee, takes a shot. Not able to get through. Now it comes out to Simonson. Simonson has some time. He takes it over, passes it over to Campbell. Campbell unable to hold on to it. Now battling down in the corner. Barr now with the puck. We're going to get a whistle. So we're going to have a penalty on Campbell for the Guardians. That'll put us at 4-on-4. Honeybaked wins the draw. They take a shot. That's kicked away by Wall. Guardians then try to throw it off the wall, trying to get out of the zone, unable to do so. Now Higgy steps up. He's starting to move up. He's got a guy up ahead. He goes to stay on side. Higgy then moves in. He toe drags around, takes a shot, hits the goal with the mask, and it's goal! He comes in, hits him off the mask, gets his own rebound, puts it through 5-hole. That's a Guardian goal by Higgy. Guardians able to tie up the game. Got 11:57 left in the second period. Still 4-on-4. Guardians win the draw. Higgy now at the puck. He passes it up to Algram. Algram now at the puck. He's got O'Brien with him. He takes a shot. That's blocked away and covered up by the goaltender. Tavin take the draw. That's won by Honeybaked back into their own corner. They start to skate it around their net. Amos tries to cut him off, but Cronlin unable to hold the zone. Cronlin then moves it up the ice to Katava. Katava now with some space. He gets tries to get a shot, takes another shot. That's covered up by the goaltender. Honeybaked wins the draw. They throw it up the boards. Honeybaked now coming back the other way. Cronlin tries to pinch at the blue line. Now puck's down in the far corner. Conlon now battling. Puck goes thrown around behind the net. Moravicek picks it up. He tries to move it up. That goes in the middle of the ice. That's deflected off Honeybaked. Goes deep down into their zone. Amos on pursuit. Tries to block off that breakout pass. And Katava trying to hold the zone, but ain't able. Now Honeybaked comes back the other way. Moravicek steps up, but that puck goes off the crossbar and up over the net. Amos goes down. Now Katava, Amos, and Conlon all battling on the sidewall. That comes to defense. Defense moves it over the other D. He's now got a lane to the net, takes a shot. That hits off the mask of a wall. Battle in front of the net, and that's pushed out to the corner. Puck's now behind the net, picked up by Conlon. He whips it around, and that's going to go to the Honeybaked defense. So he walks in, takes a shot. That's broken up and pushed out by Guardians. Amos now picks it up, starts to leave the zone. He tries to go cross ice to Campbell. Campbell now at the puck. He pushes to the outside, takes a shot, and that's gloved by Honeybaked goaltender. Augerman takes the draw. That goes off the sidewall. Lynette now at the puck, battling. Picked up by O'Brien. O'Brien then goes to Higgy. Higgy then back to O'Brien. O'Brien now looks to the other D, but unable to connect. Higgy then takes a shot. Tries to deflect in by Lynette. Lynette not able to get a hold of it. Now Algram. Simonson starts to hold the zone. That's going to be a hand pass on Simonson. Face-off will come outside of the zone. Well, now with the puck, and that's kicked away. Now Honeybaked pushes out of the zone as they come through the neutral zone. Simonson gets a stick on it, but that comes over to the far side. They get a shot. That's kicked down by Algram. Algram then moves it up to O'Brien. O'Brien then passes cross ice, but that's intercepted by Honeybaked. They turn around, start entering an inner zone. He goes around, passes it over. They take a shot. That's blocked away by Simonson. Now battling down in the far corner. Simonson trying to get possession of that puck behind the net. He comes into the middle. Now O'Brien trying to get it out of the zone. Battling right here on the blue line. He's hit from behind. Now Algram with the puck. He's going into the zone. He's got a guy to the far side. He tries to get it over the net. That hits a skate and comes out of the zone. Simonson must regroup. He circles back to the neutral zone and then passes it up to O'Brien. O'Brien now cuts back to the middle. Passes it over to O'Brien. That hits a skate. Still in possession. Then intercepted by Honeybaked as they leave the zone. He passes it up. Higgy in pursuit, trying to get to him. He breaks that up. Now Clown with the puck. He passes it up to Algram. Algram now moving. He's got some speed. He's got a lane to shoot. That shot goes wide. Goes all the way up into the top of the zone. And Guardians unable to hold. They throw it up the ice. That's not going to be an icing. Cromlin's got a hustle. He now circles up. And he passes all the way up to Campbell. Campbell's not able to hold on to it. Now Honeybaked leaves the zone, skating it in through neutral ice. He pokes it ahead. Now Moravicek scoops over, trying to get possession of that puck. Now battling in the side. In the far corner, Honeybaked with some space. They pass it over to the other D, but that's mishandled and picked up by Campbell. Campbell's now got a lane to the net. He's got Barr with him. He takes a shot, but that shot goes wide. Katava loses the puck, and it comes back to Honeybaked. Honeybaked to the outside. Conlon then moves in and breaks up that play. Now battling down the corner. And we're going to have a penalty for body checking. That's one by Honeybaked back to defense. They throw it in down deep. Simonson behind his net. Battling down in the corner. Puck comes back. Now Honeybaked with possession in the corner. He circles back and throws it back behind the Guardians' net. Higgy in pursuit. Now Honeybaked behind the net. He stops. He's trying to set it up. He moves it out, but he throws it too far past the fence, and the puck goes all the way down. That's not going to be icing. Algrim in pursuit. He's able to pick up that puck. Algrim now with the puck. He gets a lane, takes a shot. That goes way over the net. And Honeybaked push it. Higgy able to step up, keep that puck inside the zone. O'Brien then able to get the puck and get it down deep. Honeybaked now behind their own net, skating around. They pass up to Winger. Winger not able to hold it cleanly, but still able to get it out of the zone. They're now coming through the neutral zone. Simonson steps up. Now Hagee stepping up, and puck comes back to the D. Battle here on the blue line as Honeybaked goes to regroup. That's poked away by Algrim. Algrim goes for a change. Honeybaked now entering the zone. They just throw it in deep behind the net. Simonson now into the corner. And the puck's going back in deep. Katava now in pursuit. Puck scoots around behind the net. Now Hagee picks it up behind his own net. Starts to skate it out of the zone. He's going through the neutral zone. He goes wide. He's got Katava with him. He takes a shot. That hits the post and bounces out. Now Honeybaked going the other way. We only got one defender back. Campbell trying to get to him. He gets past, takes a shot, and that's a goal. Amos now trying to win that puck race. Puck could shoot down into the Guardian zone. Cronlin now picks it up behind the net. And comes back the other way. Guardians starting to move through the ice. Amos then passes cross ice, but that's broken up by Honeybaked. Moravicek then steps up trying to get into the zone, but now Honeybaked comes back the other way. Campbell able to break that play up. Amos now pushing it out of the zone. He gets taken up as Cromlin then moves it up. Puck's going back and forth in the neutral zone and back into the Guardian zone. Simonson now picks it up. He goes in front of his net, passes. That goes off a skate of a Honeybaked player and into the corner. Guardians then able to clear the zone. Honeybaked must regroup. That's going to be offsides. Draw comes back to Honeybaked defense. Moravicek's taken down. And O'Brien's able to pick up the puck. They now enter the zone. He's getting pursued from behind. He passes it up to Algrim and able to connect. Algrim now battling down the corner. Both players go down hard. And Lynette steps up. That comes out to Cronlin. Cronlin then throws it up to Algrim. Algrim now with it. Trying to get to the front. Goalie's able to paddle that one away. Now Lynette with the puck. He circles back, passes it to Algrim. Algrim now with a chance. He tries to get it over to O'Brien, not able to connect. Honeybaked able to get it to zone. Now Cronlin back, trying to regroup. He steps around one guy. Now past the red line. Still with possession of puck. He takes a shot. That goes over into the far corner. Guardians trying to hold the zone, unable to do so. Now Lynette in pursuit. He has a puck, throws it out. Trying to get it out of the zone. Now Algrim with the puck. He passes it up to O'Brien. O'Brien goes down, and now Honeybaked comes back the other way. He tries to pass it up. Moravicek tries to get possession, but that goes past him. He now picks it up behind the net, throws it to Barr. Barr then deflects it off, but not able to clear the zone. Puck then thrown in deep. Cromlin Going around. Now Cronlin and Barr battling on the far side wall, trying to get possession of that puck. Honeybaked trapping in the corner. Puck kicks out a little bit. Now Barr with it. They skate out of the zone. That moves over to Campbell. Campbell now going up the far side. He's trying to get it in the middle. He takes a shot, but that's deflected by the fence. Now Barr takes a shot on net. Goaltender kicks it away. Now in front of the net. Battle in front, trying to get possession, but Honeybaked comes out with it. Now skating it out of their zone, through the neutral zone. Hagee back, trying to push him to the outside. He stops, comes back the other way, tries to center it. Puck's in front of the net, but picked up by Simonson. Simonson moves it up to Barr. Now down to Campbell. Campbell then passes it back to Barr. Barr has an opportunity here, but unable to get to it. He tries to center in the puck. Puck's then now goes behind the net. Hagee steps up, trying to hold the zone. Unable to do so. Now Honeybaked coming the other way. He pushes to the outside, takes a hard shot, hits off the side of the post or side of the net. Guardians then pass it up. He passes it up to Barr. Barr can't hold on to it. Honeybaked gets possession and throws it back up to Catava. Catava now with the puck, passes it up to Campbell, but unable to hold on to it. Honeybaked now with it. Skating into the zone. That's poked away by Simonson. Catava now battling in the corner with Simonson. Barr's in there as well, trying to get it out of the zone. He tries to push up the wall, but defense able to hold the zone. Honeybaked then goes cross ice at D. They take a shot. That goes wide. Honeybaked now with possession in the corner. They move it out to the guy. Takes a shot. That's blocked by Wall. Good save by Wall. And Campbell comes out with it. And he takes a shot all the way down ice. That's going to be on net. Guardian's going to get a line change. Honeybaked trying to take opportunity of the line change, and that's going to be offsides. Guardians lucked out there. They got caught on a line change, and all of Honeybaked was coming in on Wall, but luckily they were offsides. Honeybaked wins the puck back, and it's deflected. Now O'Brien with the puck. He passes it up to Algram. Algram now skating it down in the corner, battling with Honeybaked. They throw it up to Cronlin. Cronlin then fires it on net. That's deflected, but unable to get through. Now battling on the sidewall. That's kicked out. Moravicek steps up, able to get it in down deep. O'Brien now battling down in the corner. Moravicek trying to hold his zone. That's intercepted, and Honeybaked now leaves the zone, and he throws it all the way down, just up past. That's going to be an icing. Puck's now down in the corner. Guardians try to circle back, unable to hold. Cronlin then able to hold the zone with possession. Tries to get it to Amos. Amos unable to hold on. Now Honeybaked able to get it out of their zone. Moravicek with it, and that's going to be the end of the second period. Puck's now thrown in the Honeybaked zone. They retrieve it behind their net. Net trying to cut him off, but Honeybaked's able to leave the zone. Now skating it through the neutral zone. He has a lane in the net. He passes it over, but that's not able to connect. Stava now battling down in the far corner. That moves up. Honeybaked defense steps it in, gets it in down deep. They now try to center. That's broken up by Simonson. Simonson now with it. He passes it up to Lynette. Lynette trying to get it out of the zone. He throws it over to O'Brien. O'Brien now has the puck. He goes wide, cuts back, tries to get it over, gets it over Lynette. Lynette has a shot. That's blocked away by their goaltender. O'Brien now with it. That comes over to Catawba. Catawba unable to get a good stick on it. Now battling down the corner. Amos with it, passes it out to Hagee. Hagee takes a shot. That goes wide. O'Brien now gets to the puck. He passes it up to Simonson. Simonson passes it over to Catawba. Catawba takes a shot. That's kicked out. Campbell trying to get the rebound, unable to connect. Now it comes back out to Simonson. Simonson throws it up to Campbell. Campbell's trying to take a shot. That's broken up by defense. Now it comes back to Campbell. Campbell throws it around. He goes down, able to get back up. Still battling. Barr now with the puck. He throws it to Campbell. Campbell then goes out to Simonson. Simonson shoots. That goes through, tipped. And that's a goal! That's a goal! So a goaltender slid into his own net. That's deflected out in front. Shot from Simonson. That's a Guardian goal. They tie it up at 3. Got good puck movement on that one. Able to get it back to Campbell. Campbell goes to Simonson. And then Barr, I believe, tipped that in. Algrim now taking the face-off. He wins it, comes back to the defense. Then goes out to Barr. Barr now with the puck. He throws it up into the zone. Now in pursuit. That's thrown back the other way. Algrim hustling back. Has Deere making a change. He cuts back the other way. Barr now with it. Algrim goes down, no call. Now Honeybaked regrouping in the neutral zone. He comes back to the near side as they enter the zone. Cronlin then tries to push him to the outside, does well. They center it, that puck goes all the way through. Now O'Brien has it, he picks it up and it starts to leave the zone. He passes it up to Algrim, that's blocked away by Honeybaked. Barr now battling in the neutral zone, trying to intercept that puck. Now the puck's thrown up. Honeybaked now battling O'Brien with the puck, skating into the zone. He's able to push that up. His stick's knocked out of his hand. And that puck comes out to Cronlin. Cronlin now has to regroup. He circles back the other way. He's now got to get it in deep. And Catawba and Cronlin, this miscommunication, run into each other. Honeybaked's able to dump it back down into the Guardian zone. Puck goes in around. Oh, he wasn't past the red line. That's going to be an icing. Catawba had to take the face-off. Simonson then throws it in deep. He's taken down. Campbell able to push that puck away. Catawba takes a shot. Shot in front of the net. Amo is trying to get a stick on it. Unable to do so. Now Honeybaked coming through the neutral zone the other way. Overcheck pushes him to the outside. Sorry, that was Simonson. Now puck now goes behind the net. Simonson retrieves. He skates it around. He's got some room. He's moving up out of the zone. He passes it up to Amos. Amos trying to get to the puck. He tries to poke it around. Still battling. Algrim picks it up. He's now skating around the net. Passes it out to defense. He passes it up to Catawba, unable to connect. Honeybaked then able to get it out. Hagee trying to glove that one down to intercept that pass. That comes back, kicked back into the neutral zone. Honeybaked now coming in with speed. That's poked away by Campbell. And Catawba passes it back to Campbell, trying to get it out of the zone. Puck's now thrown behind the Guardians' net. Hagee picks it up and gets it up to Amos. Amos now carries it out of the zone, and he's able to get the puck down in deep. He's still battling. He goes down. Honeybaked now going around their own net. That's picked off by Algram, but unable to hold on. They then tried a centering pass. That didn't hit anybody. Refs saying it's deflection, but that should have been an icing. Conlon unable to find the puck in his feet. Honeybaked now circling around. And they pass it back to their guy. He takes a shot, beats the wall, left side of Honeybaked now with a 4-3 lead. Face off center ice. Puck kicks over the sidewall. Simonson throws it up. That's tipped. One ref weighs it off. That was tipped clearly. They're going to call an icing. Now they're calling no ice. They're probably going to have face off at center ice for getting the wrong call there. Honeybaked wins that draw and starts to skate it up. They get right in the middle of the zone, takes a shot. That's kicked away by Wall into the far corner. Now battling Simonson or Algram with the puck. That comes out the defense. He takes a shot. That's kicked out and pushed to the far corner. Honeybaked still in possession, skating around the net. They're trying to get out to the point, but that's broken up by Amos. Amos then throws it up out of the zone, back to the Honeybaked defense. That's going to be offsides. Puck gets thrown deep into the Guardian zone. Simonson back to retreat behind the net. He pushes it up to Barr. Barr trying to get it out. Able to clear it. Honeybaked now regrouping in the neutral zone. They're skating away. Now battle right on the blue line. That's pushed out to the defense and gotten out by the Guardians. Now come back. It's going to be offsides. That puck's pushed back into the Guardian zone. Hagee then kicks it up to Campbell, trying to hold it. That's thrown back in deep. Simonson to get the puck, skates it around the net. He tries to get up the bar, but that's intercepted by Honeybaked. So that comes all the way out in neutral zone. Now Honeybaked regrouping. He mishandles it, almost lost it. Now Honeybaked coming back the other way. Barr's trying to push him to the outside. And Catawba now with it, trying to skate it out of the zone. So he's hooked and pushed off in the corner, now battling on the sidewall. And that comes back to Hagee. Hagee then moves it over to Simonson. Simonson moves it up to Barr. Barr unable to hold on to it, but they're saying that's tipped. That's thrown out. That goes down to Hagee. Hagee steps around one, moves it up to Algram. Algram now at the puck. He's trying to get into the middle. That's kicked in by or pushed in by Campbell, gloved by goaltender. Voracek trying to hold the zone, unable to do so. Now Honeybaked coming back the other way, trying to get around our defense. That puck's kicked in. Conlon able to break that up. Puck's now in Morbichek's feet in front of the net, but he's able to get it up to O'Brien. O'Brien now coming through the neutral zone. He's tripped up. And now coming back the other way. Cronlin then trying to break up that neutral zone play. Now picked up by O'Brien. O'Brien now skating up the far wall. He throws it up to the fence for the Honeybaked. Honeybaked now regrouping in their own zone. They throw it up the wall. That comes back to Morbichek. Morbichek now looking to Cronlin. Cronlin now has the puck. That's poked away down in the far corner. That's pushed to the other side. Guardians push up the wall, and it goes back in deep by Honeybaked. Cronlin goes down. Battling. Now O'Brien trying to get it cross ice. No one's home. Honeybaked now regrouping. They go across ice. That picked off. Guardians have to hold up. They're offsides. Able to get back on sides. Campbell still with the puck. He's able to take a shot, but that's deflected off the skate. Now in front. That comes through. Algrim takes a shot. Trying to get it to the net. Unable to quite get it there. Algrim now with the puck. He comes back. Takes a shot. That's kicked away by the goaltender. Honeybaked now scrambling. Just trying to throw it anywhere out of the zone. Algrim now with the puck. Regrouping in the neutral zone. He goes around one guy. He's now pushing to the outside. He takes a shot. That goes wide. Amos trying to get to it. Unable to do so. Now Honeybaked coming back the other way. He skates around and trying to centering. That goes all the way through. Now Catawba trying to poke around. Defense able to pull it into the zone. They throw it in deep. Now Cronlin picks it up behind his own net. Starts to skate it around. So he's in pursuit. Gets slashed pretty good. Simonson stepping up. He gets it over the red line and dumps it in deep. Catawba now on the forecheck. We're going to have a whistle. We're going to have a slashing penalty. We're going to have slashing on Honeybaked, so Guardians will go on the power play. Four minutes, 35 seconds left in the third period. Honeybaked up by 1. O'Brien, Algrim's tripped up, trying to get possession. Brian now at the puck, battling down in the corner. Algrim in helping out. He throws it back to Simonson. Simonson then pinches, throws it in deep. Now battling here on the half wall. Both teams battling. Honeybaked able to pass it out, but the puck's on net. The Guardians have to regroup. Higgy now at the puck. He goes around one guy and then tangled up. Puck's kicked back in the zone. Now picked up by Simonson. Simonson moves it up to O'Brien. O'Brien trying to hold it. He's unable to do so. Now puck comes out to Lynette on the far side. He starts to skate it up the middle of the ice. That's kicked away by Honeybaked defense, picked up by Algrim. Algrim now with it. He gets his puck stripped away. Simonson stepping up. He's unable to hold it. Gets behind him. Honeybaked now coming back. Higgy now at the puck. He's skating it up. He's got some room. He's got room to take a shot. Gets it pushed to the net. It's kicked away by the defense. Algrim now at the puck. He circles back, trying to hold it in deep. That comes in the middle. O'Brien trying to take a backhand shot. That goes wide. Now Cronlin in deep. Passes it over to Lynette. Lynette unable to hold on to it. Lynette now gets it in deep. Lynette with the puck. He goes around the net, stops. He's looking for an opportunity to get it to the front. Gets it in front. That's out in front. Scramble. That kicked back to Cronlin out at point. He tries to backhand it in. And that's puck's loose. That's thrown out by Cronlin at deep, picks it up, able to get that puck back in deep. Cronlin then blocks it with his chest, able to hold that zone, and then pushes it in. He's trying to get it into the middle. That goes into O'Brien. O'Brien now Barr has it shot. That goes off the post. And Honeybaked finally able to clear the zone. Now battling on the side wall in the neutral zone. That's kicked in. Guardians making a line change right there where all the commotion is. Higgy able to push it out to the side wall. Comes back to him. He throws it up. That's knocked down. Otherwise, that would have been a breakaway. Now Campbell with the puck. He's got room. He goes around one guy. He takes a shot. Oh, that's pushed away by the goaltender. And Barr throws it around to Campbell. Campbell now with the puck. He passes it up to Tama. Tama backhands, unable to get it through. Guardians are onside. Algram trying to put it in, trying to hold the zone, and that's thrown all the way down. That's going to go wide for an icing. Guardians goaltender has been pulled. Got a minute and 47 seconds left in the third period. Faceoff's pushed to the net. That's picked up by Algram. Taking a shot. That's blocker. Picked up. That's going in. Oh, he's able. That goes right up. I thought it was going to go behind his shoulder and into the net, but it's able to come down in front and cover that up. Minute 38 left in the third period. Faceoff's won by Honeybaked down in the corner. That kicks out to Campbell. Campbell's trying to get a shot. He's taken down. Comes to Campbell. Scramble in front of net. Puck's loose. That goes to Barr. Barr goal! He gets the rebound. He ties it up. What a goal. Scramble in front of the net. Just kicks out to the far side. Barr's on the back door to tap it in. Got a minute 25 seconds left in the third period. Tied up by the Guardians. So, wife's saying it's lucky popcorn. I'm not so sure. Face off at center ice. Honeybaked now circling the other way. They pick it up. They throw it up. That's poked away by Lynette. Morbacek then throws up the board. Ref holds it in the zone for him. But they're able to get it out. Honeybaked now picks it up. Throws it back into the neutral zone. Simonson trying to hold on. Honeybaked now right in the middle of the ice. He circles back around. He's got some space. That's poked away. Good stick by Algram. Gets a break out of the zone. Honeybaked now has to regroup. They pass it up. Simonson stepping up. Now Algram with the puck. Tries to get it to O'Brien, but not able to connect. Puck goes down into the Honeybaked zone. He throws up the wall out. Guardians now offside. Have to hold up. And that's going to be offsides in the Guardians. .34 seconds left in the third period. Patava able to pick up that puck and get it in down deep. He's then pushed out. Honeybaked picks it up. Puck's now going around. Barr's in. Trying to hold his own. He throws it around the other side. Campbell trying to get there. That's thrown out. And Morbacek unable to hold his own. Cromlin goes back to retrieve. He passes it up to Barr. Barr then tries to throw it in. Gets it into the zone, but that's picked up by Honeybaked. Now battling here. Barr throws it back into the zone. Student Campbell. That's going to be the end of the third period. Tied 4-4. We're now going to move into a 5-minute overtime. No one scores after that 5 minutes, then it'll go into a shootout. Charlie, you got anything to say to the audience out there?
No.
No?
Well, I'm about to go and catch a ride on the Zamboni.
Good luck. Apparently she's going to find the Zamboni driver. 3-on-3 overtime period about to start. Honeybaked comes out with possession on the draw. They start to move it into the zone. They try to move it in his light. That's broken up. Now O'Brien with the puck. He skates it in the middle of the ice. He toe drags around one, takes a shot. That goes wide. Now battling here down at the blue line. That's pushed out. Honeybaked now with possession of the puck. He's got 3 Guardians on him, trying to take that puck away. That's taken away by Holbrook. He's got room. He's got room. He's on a breakaway. He goes what? Oh, throws it over the net. And now it's pushed out of the zone. Higgy back to retrieve. He's going around. He now has some speed. He comes around, one guy goes to the backhand, cuts back, shots, that goes over the net. We've had a few field goals this overtime period. That's able to be blocked up by the Honeybaked goaltender. Face off now in the Honeybaked zone. Got Catawba and that out there with Simonson. That goes back to Simonson. Simonson then moves it up to Catawba. Catawba now enters his zone. He takes a shot, and that's gloved by Honeybaked goaltender. Catawba takes a draw, he ties him up, pushes it in front of the net. Now Honeybaked comes out with it. Simonson going back, trying to cut him off. He tries to move it to the middle. Now Lynette throws it back. Catawba is able to pick it off the wall. He's in pursuit, and that's poked away. Now Lynette able to pick it. He just tries to throw it up out of the zone. Now Honeybaked comes away with it. He skated to the net. He tries to toe drag, but that's poked away by Simonson. He passes it up to Simonson. Simonson now moving up the ice. He's got some room. That's poked away. He kind of circled back. Tries to get it down to Algram. Algram able to hold. Algram now at the puck. He cuts back. He has the root shot. Rebound. Simonson trying to get a shot. Unable to get to it. Now battling. O'Brien coming in, trying to hold his own. He's not able to control it. Now Honeybaked coming back the other way. Simonson skating hard to get back. Ref totally gets in the way. He's taken down. Wow, that is something. That is something. What is it? The ref gets in the way and then calls a holding on the Guardians. I'm not so sure about that. Honeybaked will go on a 4-on-3 advantage now. 2 minutes, 39 seconds left. They throw it back. They take a shot. That's blocked. O'Brien now, or Campbell with the puck. He moves it into the middle. He's got some room, trying to toe drag it. That's poked away. They then throw it. That hits a ref. Favor of the Guardians. Guardians take a shot on net, and they're able to seal it up for a whistle. Honeybaked taking it behind their net. They got some room. That's poked away by Cronlund. Cronlund now with the puck. He tries to skate it into the middle. He cuts back the other way. That's poked away. Now Honeybaked coming down. Cronlund goes down. They're not unable. That's picked up by Honeybaked. Honeybaked now. That's good pressure by Algram. Algram has an opportunity. Comes around the goal and shoots it at the goal! Overtime victory win. Mishandled by the Honeybaked defense. Algram able to take advantage, step around the goalie, and put it in for the win. Man, this is a group of exciting kids right here. What a comeback. Excellent effort. Good win by the Guardians. So we just got a message from Bryce LeGervais saying let's go. Came through on the team snap. So yeah, what a grind. That away, boys. So that'll do it for this game. Zamboni's out on the ice. I don't see my daughter on it, so that's a good sign.
Yeah, Boogie.
What time's the next game?
5 or 6.
So I believe the next game's at 5, so we'll tune in then. And we'll see you in a bit. Thank you.